So today we are canning peaches. Peaches. This is actually my third round of canning peaches. And so we're almost to the end of what we've got. We got peaches from the peach truck again this year. And I usually buy about 50 pounds. And so that's what we're canning. Now I do 25 at a time. It usually gives me a good yield and like a manageable amount to do 25 peaches at a time, which is about 8 or 9 pint jars full of peaches. So I've washed my peaches. These I have already scored, but I just washed them, and then I'm going to show you how to score them. And then we are going to pop them in some boiling water for a minute, pop them in an ice bath, and then the skin should peel off really easy, and then we'll go from there. So these have already been washed, and so all I'm going to do is on one side, I'm just going to score an X. I don't know if you probably can't see it. There, you can see it. But it's not like, it's not a huge X. It's not a deep X. This is just going to help us peel the skin off easier once it's blanched and has sat in the ice bath. And it really does. This makes it really easy to peel. So I don't have to use a peeler. That's what I did last time I did this, and it was not fun. So this makes it a lot more manageable, way easier, and my kids can help. So once my water gets boiling, I'm gonna pop half of these in there, set a timer for a minute, and then pull them out and put them directly into the ice bath. I also realized I needed to get my water bath canner out and get it going. So I put water in it with my jars in it to warm up the jars as well. So we've got the jars in there with some water, warming those up, getting those ready for when we have our peaches ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and put our first few peaches into the boiling water. Remember, we've washed them, we've scored them, and now they're going to go in there. Once I get them all in there, we'll set a timer for a minute. They've been in there for a minute, and I'm going to pull them out and put them in straight into the ice water over here. Cold water will be just fine if you don't have ice water. As cold as you can get it, you just want to cool them down. All right, now we'll do the next batch into the boiling water. We got 6. I got another box of them, if that would be helpful. Alexa, set a timer for a minute. Okay, so while we are waiting on that, I've got some cool water over here in a bowl, and I'm going to put some citric acid in it. You can also just do some lemon juice, but this just helps keep them from browning. I have citric acid for cheese making, so just use that. All right, so now what we're going to do, you can see our X there. We're going to take it, and we're literally just going to slide the peel off. Slide it off there, and then it peels off so easily. So let me show you the whole process of what we're going to do with each of these peaches. And then we'll come back once we're finished with it and go on to the next step. So we're going to completely peel this thing, and you can see it just peels so fast. Now that we've done that, completely peeled. Alexa, stop. I'm going to take this. This is a peach corer, and I'm just going to press it down through the peach. The whole center comes out. Easy peasy. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to take my knife, and I'm going to just cut slices. If any part of the peach is bad, I'm just going to cut that off. And then I'm going to throw all of these pieces into the water with the citric acid, and they're just going to sit there till I'm ready to can. So we're going to do that with the rest of these peaches, and then we'll come back and start our canning. All right, so we have our bowl full of peaches and our water with citric acid. And our water is boiling. We got a pot of boiling water that we're going to pour over the peaches once we get them in the jars. Getting the white vinegar ready to wipe the rims. We have our rings and lids. All right, so now we are ready. That is very hot. We have that ready, and we're just going to start taking our jars out of here. So there's our jar. We're going to fill it up with peaches. Just put in as much or as little as you want. Let me have this here. So we can kind of bang it down. We want to fill it up. All right, we're going to take it to the boiling water. We're going to put it in, fill it to a 1/2 inch of headspace, get the air bubbles out, and then put the ring and lid on. And then we'll do it with all of the cans, all of the jars, and then we'll pop them all in at the same time to the canner. It really is a simple process, and you can do a syrup if you want. I think they're sweet enough, so they don't need a syrup. All right, so there's one, and now we're just going to keep going until we're done with all of our jars. All right, this is our last one. So we got them all canned. Now we are going to take them all, put them in the water bath canner, and can them for 15 minutes. So you want, once you put them back in there, make sure, we might have to add some more water. You want the jars to be covered with water. And don't start your 15-minute timer until the water is boiling, a rolling boil. So if you have to add more water, let it get to a boil before you start that timer. Which I am going to have to add, you know what? I'm going to add this water. All right, so they're all in there. They're covered with water. I'm going to pop the lid on and let them get boiling, and then we'll start our 15-minute timer. Once they're done, we'll take them out, set them on the towel, and let the lids ding, and we'll be done. Easy peasy. All right, so we are done with the peaches. They've been in here about 15 minutes. So we're going to take them out, set them down, let the lids ding that means the seal is good. And then we will take the rings off and we will store them, and they'll be shelf stable for a few years. So I love to do this with our peaches, because then you can enjoy fresh peaches year round. And we love that. So there we go. 8 jars of peaches to add to the other menagerie of jars that I have. And we'll enjoy them all season. So thanks for canning with me today. So we'll do some pears in the very near future. I'm also going to do some cherries and then some pickled cabbage I want to do too. We're also going to be doing pickled okra, pickles once my new cucumbers grow, and then spaghetti sauce. I have stopped buying jarred spaghetti sauce and started making it because I found the best recipe for spaghetti sauce, hands down. So we'll be making that and canning that too. So, and then getting ready for the winter. So anyway, thanks for coming along and canning with me. I'll see you next time.